India breached the wall of China in the Hockey Asian Champions Trophy yesterday. They knocked down the home side 1-0 as they successfully defended their title. Despite a strong performance from the Chinese team, India were crowned Asian champions for a fifth time. Jugraj Singh's winner was enough for the Olympic bronze medalists to maintain their Asian dominance. But the win didn't come easy for Harmanpreet Singh's men. An improved Chinese team made it quite difficult for the Indian side. This wasn't the side that lost to India 3-0 in the group stages. An improved defense, man-to-man marking and a precise game plan. It all made it very challenging for India to score even that one goal that they eventually did. But more than India's victory or China's fighting display, the Pakistan camp on the sidelines is whom we will be talking about today. Not because they ended up finishing third after beating South Korea 5-2, but because of what they did during the final. Pakistan players were seen waving the Chinese flag during the final. That was enough for all the trolling to take off. Now, I understand that the Chinese team gained a lot of fans through the tournament. They were playing at home and playing their first ever Asian Champions Trophy final. So, of course, they had home advantage, plus the perfect underdog story. But seeing the Pakistani players among that bunch was rather jarring. And, of course, that got netizens cracking. Obviously, the irony of Pakistan team supporting the country that had beaten them in the semi-final was not lost. But more than China winning, Pakistan wanted India to lose. The biggest factor fueling this, of course, has been the renewed animosity and intensity between these two countries. This tournament, unlike many others in the past, has seen quite the friction between India and Pakistan. During the group stage match between these two, there was a heated encounter between Indian captain Harmanpreet Singh and Pakistan's Ashraf Waheed Rana. What sparked this? Rana tackled India's Jugraj Singh inside the circle. Harmanpreet and Jarmanpreet Singh quickly confronted the offender here, Pakistan's Rana. Players from both the teams started to intervene. As the nature of this conversation, of course, escalated, other players from both sides intervened, trying to control the situation. But things got out of hand a little and Rana was shown a yellow card, a 10-minute suspension for misbehavior. Given this ugly face-off between the two sides, Pakistan carried that through into the final as well. They wanted to show their anger by supporting China in front of India and doing so openly, sitting in the stands while watching the final. Now, India and Pakistan have years of rivalry across various sporting disciplines. We've seen that, we've known that. In hockey too, these two teams have competed not just for Asian trophies, but also for the Olympic medals and World Cups in the past. Both these countries were once dominant forces in hockey itself, but never have we seen a Pakistan side do something like this, an act that was a tad below the belt even by their standards. It explains the state of sports in that country. The crumbling economy, poor facilities, lack of infrastructure has all contributed to affecting the sporting culture and mindset in Pakistan. I'll explain. And this is seen from Olympic sports right to cricket. Stadiums are in shambles. Take the sport hockey itself. Just some weeks ago, reports emerged of Pakistani hockey players fleeing the country, seeking asylum in Europe. They wanted to escape the situation in their own country where they've grown up, where they were not even getting paid. So clearly, the sporting culture in the country is gradually breaking down. And this latest gesture is only reiterating the situation back at their home. Not the kind of spirit or mindset of a champion side. This isn't something that a two-time Asian Champions Trophy winner should be engaging in. Because instead of restoring that champion status, instead of winning and adding silverware, fighting and getting back to being the best, they were more bothered about cheering for a team that was playing India. Their biggest concern, instead of their own sporting future, was hoping that their biggest rival would lose. Even in the group stage match, their mindset displayed that lack of intent. Even in that 1-2 loss, Pakistan drew first blood, in fact. They were the ones attacking. They were the ones ahead. India were on the back foot. But despite that, India managed to bounce back, stayed calm and focused on their game. That is the difference in mindset between a champion side and a country that's grappling with issues constantly on and off the field. So maybe it isn't just the lack of infrastructure or facilities that is ailing Pakistan hockey here or that needs to take blame. It is probably somewhere that mindset as well that is adding more woes to their already disintegrating sporting system. Maybe just like their cricket team, the hockey team too need a connection camp to bring about that drastic change.